Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you on how you can download Unsloth desktop and how you can run and chat with open source local AI models inside of this app. And it is quite simple, though there are a few things that you need to pay attention to. So basically, Unsloth desktop is quite similar to ChatGPT. You can use it to chat, you can use it to do a research, and it can even generate or access files inside of your computer. And not to mention, it is also able to generate images, given that it has support to an image generation model. So that's very interesting. But anyway, let's focus on the chat model or large language model first. So to download Unsloth, you can navigate to unsloth.ai on your browser. And after that, just download the setup file based on your operating system. So the setup file is actually very small because it is just an online installer file. So when you actually open the setup file, it will start downloading some items, some components into your computer. So it might take quite a while depending on your internet connection. And also, you might want to attend the whole installation process because sometimes it is going to ask you for permission. So you want to click accept, you might want to review the permission request, etc. And then it will continue finishing the installation process. So that's why I do recommend to attend the installation of this program. Now, when you're done installing Unsloth desktop, you can launch it. And this is basically the UI of Unsloth desktop. It is quite clean, and I think if you have been using Claude or ChatGPT, this should feel familiar. Okay, now let's chat with a model, and there are two ways you can chat with a local AI model inside of Unsloth. So here you can navigate to Model Hub, and there are two options. First, you can navigate to the Discover section, and then you can download a new model directly from this app. And I think that's going to be a lot more convenient and easier to organize later. But if you have been using perhaps Ollama or LM Studio, you can actually check the on-device section. And there is a good chance that the models that you have downloaded and used on other programs might be available and can be loaded inside of Unsloth desktop. So you don't have to re-download a new model again. And I think that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so here, as you can see, I got several models. These are some models that I have on my computer. Let me just check. Okay, all formats, okay. I actually don't see all of them. There are a few models that I suppose to be here. I suppose they should be here, but I don't see them. But I would say most models on my computer are available in this list. So I got models from LM Studio. There are also models from Handy Computer. Yeah, there are plenty of options. Let's say I want to maybe just download a model. Sorry, chat with one of them. So to do that, just go back to the new chat section and then click select model, and I will just navigate to on device. So I got a model which is Gemma 4 with 12 billion parameters that I have downloaded from Unsloth, but I also have other models that I have downloaded from LM Studio. But let's try Gemma 4 12B first. Okay, the model now is being loaded into my computer. Now, there is a good chance that the model might not be able to be loaded inside of your GPU memory or your system memory. And that's usually because the llama.cpp runtime, or basically the engine for the model, is not available. So it can happen. It actually happened to me. So even though you have installed Unsloth desktop app, and you have approved all the permission requests to actually get the components to be installed, there is a good chance that some components are missing, and perhaps it missed the Unsloth Studio. So that's actually another component that, from experience, wasn't installed automatically for some reason. It should be automatically. So Unsloth Studio is yeah, it's basically the back end. That's perhaps one simple way to describe it. So this is sort of the back end that is being used by Unsloth desktop app. In fact, in the documentation, it says that if you want to install Unsloth Studio, the easiest way is to just install the native desktop app. But from my experience, this thing wasn't installed automatically. So if that happened to you, the fix is actually quite simple. So I'm going to eject the model first, and basically, maybe you don't have to eject the model because it wasn't loaded, but basically just close the program and just make sure that it is not running on the system tray, it is not running in the background. So you might want to check your task manager to make sure that the Unsloth desktop is fully closed. And after that, you can open command prompt. So for Windows, it is command prompt. For Mac and Linux users, it is terminal. But here I'm using Windows, so I'm going to open the start menu and then type cmd, okay, command prompt. And this is the prompt, or the terminal command that you need to type. It is Unsloth Studio setup, and then hit enter, and then just wait until it finishes installing everything needed for the Unsloth desktop app. So that's how I fixed the problem. And after that, just close the command prompt window and then open Unsloth again. Okay, just open Unsloth, and after that you should be able to start loading the model. So for me, it was a slight inconvenience when I got that message, but fortunately the solution was quite easy. So that's not exactly a big problem. Now I'm going to load that model again, which is Gemma 412B. Oh, by the way, I think I need to mention that just make sure that you select a model that is appropriate for your computer. You don't want to select a model that is bigger than your system memory or your GPU memory. That is definitely mandatory. Okay, now as you can see, you can start chatting with the model. I'm going to just greet AI first. Okay, it is running. I can get the answer from the Gemma model. I will enable web search, and I will tell it to search the current price of SpaceX stock. Now just wait until it finishes. So this is definitely one example of agentic tool calling. It is using a web search tool to gather data from the web. And there are many other agentic tools available inside of the Unsloth desktop app. For example, if you want to do coding, or you want to edit documents, or basically modify files in your computer, then you can enable the code menu right here, and also you can change the level of permission. And there are some other modes, like you can use it for deep research, you can use it for chat with photos or documents, and MCP is also available. You can work with a project, and perhaps there are many more features that I cannot explain in this video. But basically this tool comes with plenty of features. So I think if you really looking into an alternative for ChatGPT and Claude that doesn't require any subscription, then I think this is the answer. Now let me try it again. I will perhaps upload a picture. Let me just upload, how about this one? Okay, I want to ask AI, describe this image. This is possible because the model that I use, which is Gemma 4, it comes with a vision capability. Not all models have a vision capability, and also not all models come with a reasoning capability. So you might want to check all the features, the bells and whistles from the model that you use, just to make sure that you have your options. So because again, not all models comes with all the capabilities. Okay, this one I got the answer. So there is a guy doing a BMX flip, I suppose. Yeah, okay, BMX rider performing a dramatic backflip. So yeah, the model was able to utilize its vision capability to read or see this image. And yeah, you can try to chat with the AI model, and then you can perhaps use some features that would be useful depending on your workflow. And yeah, in the future, I'm going to try to cover many more cool things that perhaps you can do inside of this desktop app, because from what I can see, Unsloth desktop is way richer than the other open source agentic AI tools that I have tried out there. I have tried many, and this one is the most complete. Okay, when you're done, just make sure that you eject the model, because you don't want the model to be burdening your GPU or your system memory. So when you're done, just release the model from the VRAM or the RAM on your computer, and then perhaps you can close the app, and maybe you can come back again and do something interesting with this app. So that's basically it. And if you are interested with AI tools, AI use cases, then you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video.